Determiners are a class of words that tell us something about nouns. The determiner comes at the beginning of a noun phrase. So in this example, the dog is a noun phrase, and dog, the word dog, is the main noun, and the is the determiner, tells us something about the dog. You can have other words between the determiner and the noun. So for example, you could have an adjective in the middle here, telling us a bit more about the dog. It's an angry dog. But still, the determiner remains at the beginning, the front of the noun phrase. Okay, so they're words that tell us something about nouns. But what kind of information do they give us about a noun? And if you're going to analyze determiners, what can you say about them? So here are some examples of determiners. All the words in green on this page are determiners. These are just examples, and there are a fair few number more determiners of each type. But let me tell you about different types of determiner. So these two, and the, and also the word an, are what we call articles, a special kind of determiner. Because it doesn't specify which dog, in this case, could be any dog, a dog, is called the indefinite article. The word the, because it specifies a particular dog, is called the definite article. The next two, two dogs, some dogs, these are both talking about, how many dogs. They're telling us about the quantity, and so that's why these kind of determiners are called quantifiers. Other examples would be many dogs, 100 dogs, anything that tells you about how many there are. The next couple, my dog, her dog, that's telling you about who owns the dog, and that's why those are called possessive determiners. So other examples would be his dog, their dog, your dog, for example. And the last two, this and that, these are both called demonstrative determiners. So, okay, we can identify determiners and we can give them special names for each type. If you are analyzing a determiner, obviously there's a big difference between saying 2 dogs and 100 dogs, or if you say that somebody ate 2 pieces of cake or they ate 50 pieces of cake. So the determiner, although it looks like a small, maybe uninteresting word, actually contains a lot of really useful information that may quite significantly change the meaning of a phrase and of a sentence. So it's always worth analyzing the determiners.
Hello again. This is Ken from English at DCU with today's bite-sized language lesson. In the English language, there are a number of different words to express the quantity or amount of nouns in any given sentence. These words are called determiners, and they include, for example, the articles a, an, and the. Determiners are a useful tool in everyday English in order for the speaker to express clearly how much of something he or she is talking about. Most determiners are quite easy to understand and to use, but there are some which can cause difficulty. In my experience, the most common are few, a few, and little, a little. Basically then, few and a few refer to countable nouns. Few is negative, meaning not enough of something, and a few is positive, meaning enough of something. For example, I have a few books, but I have few pens. The meaning is I have enough books, but I don't have enough pens to write with. Little and a little refer to uncountable nouns. Little is negative, meaning not enough of something, and a little is positive, meaning enough of something. For example, I have a little homework, but I have little information about it. The meaning is, I have enough homework, but